misunderstand, misinterpret. Hold on, I'm going to wait until everything's reconnected. Hold on. I'm not sure if we're connected right now. I'm going to wait. It looks like everything just crashed again. It looks like everything just crashed. Hold on, hold on. I don't see any stream signs. Hey, Gregory, I just saw your name pop up on the screen too. Dear Gregory, thank you so much for all your support. So Yvonne, I just wanted to go back to this. I think it just crashed. I think everything just crashed a few moments ago, and we're starting to do a recovery right now. I don't know when it crashed, but all I'm suggesting here with the Seven of Swords, it's very, very important. Okay, good. Okay. So I didn't know that it crashed until I just discovered it. So I'm going to say this again a little bit. Please be careful, okay, Yvonne, right now with this new moon. Be careful what you say, who you say it to, when you say it, where you say it, why you say it. And again, the same thing in reverse. Pay very close attention to what you are hearing, listening, the words that people are speaking, and the tone and the messaging, like emails, communications, text, phone calls, whatever it is. Just be very, very careful for misinterpretation. And then do the analysis and then figure out the truth of the communications. What are you really trying to say to someone? What is someone really trying to say to you? But don't take any actions until you have done the hard work of being very patient and being very stealthy, very, very subtle in doing what you have to do to get done what has to be done, all right? Okay, okay is here. Greetings, okay, okay. Also, when we're talking about paying close attention to communications, Yvonne, well, like with communications that are coming at you, make sure that you allow a bit of breathing time. Like the worst thing you could do right now is to just react to anything. Like if you're sending information out or people are sending information out back to you, please give yourself like a 10-second delay so that you have time to think before you respond. Okay? And offer that to others, like, hey, so-and-so, please think very carefully about what you're saying before you say what you say to me. Love, Yvonne. Okay, so what's the situation? So with the Judgment card here, this is kind of a huge card where the core message of liberation, freedom, redemption, reconciliation is prominent. My feeling is that you might be seeking that. You might be seeking reconciliation, redemption, forgiveness. But the thing is, sometimes that's very hard to happen unless you offer that first. If you want to receive something, one of the best ways to do it is to offer that. Okay? Be loving and be loved. Be loving and be loved. It's the same thing with forgiveness and redemption. Be forgiving, be forgiven. Offer redemption, receive redemption. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. That's actually extremely hard to do. That's very, very hard to do, but it can be done. You have to do it with maximum love, okay? Let's have a look over here. What's the challenge? Okay, my feeling is that, Yvonne, you might be stuck in a very, very difficult situation where you get tangled up in communications and miscommunications where the more you try and figure it out through your traditional methods of communication, the worse it gets. You end up getting involved in a lose-lose dynamic, where if you keep trying to use rationality, reason, thoughts, your conscious waking behavior to try and figure out a problem that can only be figured out through love, all you're doing is making it worse. So you're not helping yourself, and that means no one else can help you. So you get stuck in what I think of as a negative feedback loop. And that is a very, very difficult thing to break. And eventually you have to make a decision. Oh my gosh, now I know what Terra Illumination is talking about. Futile arguments, futile conversations, futile attempts to win or prevail in such a way that it doesn't even matter whether you win or prevail or not. Who cares? Nobody cares, because ultimately what we really all want is to love and be loved and to be happy. Okay, and you can't just do that through logic all day, every day. So how are we going to deal with this? Okay, with the Ace of Wands here, I see this. This is a card of sacred opportunity, and you wouldn't have this unless you've deserved it and you've earned it and you've worked for it. So this is a time to cash in. With the Ace of Wands, my feeling is that, like, you have to seize the moment. You have to take full advantage of this Pisces new moon and the Uranus into Taurus thing and all the other, planetary waves and unending patterns that are always going, and then learn how to work with that and go for it and make the best of it and take the whole thing, just grab it all and make it work for you in such a way that you take the dominant position. You must take the dominant position, which means being so brave and so courageous that you are willing to walk away from a fight that cannot be won, which means being very selfless, very egoless. In other words, you basically come in and say, you know what? In order to maintain my dignity and take advantage of this moment and learn and grow from here, the best thing I can do is to walk away. And instead of trying to get retribution, justification, justice, and all these things that you think you deserve, instead, it's basically like saying, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I now see myself from a completely new perspective. I've been dealing with something that's very difficult, very, very tricky. And I realize now that I have been an expert at my own self-undoing. So I am going to stop being an expert at my own self-undoing. I am going to do exactly the thing that no one would ever expect or predict. I'm going to bless you. I'm going to say, you know what? You have what you want. You get what you need. Do whatever you got to do. I release you. I release you. I release you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. That is my gift to you. And in so doing, you liberate yourself. And you get back to center of being you. Okay? Go, Yvonne. Okay? That's a very difficult reading. That's a very difficult reading to absorb. It's a very difficult reading for me to deliver. It's a very difficult reading for you to execute. But it can be done. It can be done. All right, Yvonne? Thank you. I'm going to play some more music. You. Tracy Edwards, M. Tonar, Journey Seeker. Hello, 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 hello. Thank you for being here tonight. You've probably figured out that we have some very serious challenges with the internet. But we're going to do this anyway. Yay. Okay, I'm going to go back over here. Hold on. Okay, this is Terra Illumination. Hello, good evening. Hi. Thank you, Yvonne. I hope you get something out of that. It's my pleasure to do this for you and with you. Welcome to the new arrivals here tonight. Okay, I see you. Journey Seeker. Who else is that? Hold on. Tracy. Hi, I got you. I'm glad you get it, Yvonne. I'm so glad you get it because that was a difficult reading. Mom, hi. Okay, cool. Okay, let's just keep going. Okay, let's keep going, people. Good evening and welcome to anyone who just showed up. This is Tarot Illumination in the flesh, okay? And that there, over there is a map of New Zealand, okay? It's way, way out in the deep South Pacific. It's thousands of miles from anywhere. And if you look at the top, the big island on the top, that's where Tarot Illumination is hanging out. And there is a rich green, like oval blob, kind of on top of that very dark green blob. That's where I am. I'm in the middle of that very, very bright green blob on the upper island. There you go. I'm glad you get it, Yvonne. Thank you so much. We have another reading, people. We have another reading for Nature Explorer. This is your turn now. Okay, hold on. It's your turn now, Nature Explorer, okay? This one's for you. Kerblam. All right. So I'm gonna put on some more music, and then I'm gonna go back and shuffle the cards and get ready for the next reading. Okay? So hang in, hang in. Nature Explorer, you're up next. You are up next. Okay? Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, Tracy Edwards. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Fritterly, I know, you don't have to explain about that. I know it's painful right now with the internet and the delay and the YouTube channel and everything, but anyway. Yes, Yvonne, I can tell you, it's lovely here. The people are lovely, the land is lovely, the air, the ocean, the land, the trees, the water, the clouds, the fertility, it's clean. I freaking love it here. Yeah. Alright, let's have a look. Where did we go? I have to go over here. I'm going to play some more music. Hold on. Here we go. All right, so we're going to head over towards Nature Explorer now. This is for you. Cheers, Nature Explorer. Thank you for your kind donation. Every little tiny bit helps. I'm very, very serious. The super chat is very, very important to Terra Lumination. We have to find ways to bring in revenue from every way, shape, and form that we can. We had a fantastic group reading early, thanks to Robin's Realms readings and the deep kindness there. And we've also had a few mini reading super chats tonight. And we're now going to read for Nature Explorer. All right, here we go. Yes, Yvonne. Yvonne, I have to tell you that in the little tiny bits that I've discovered in the last month since I've been here, the whole of this country is, they treat it with so much respect for the land. It's the whole place is like a nature reserve. You know, obviously they have industries and companies and the challenges of all the other economies, but the priorities here are different. The priorities are all about the land, nature, the health of the land, the health of you, the health of your family, being happy, being grateful for the land and for the nature that we have. And it's a very different culture from the United States, even though they speak a very similar language. All right, I think we're ready now. So you are a witness. The cards are well shuffled. I've got to go to the very last second so that you're a witness. Okay, Nature Explorer and everyone else. There we go. All right, that's gonna cut it up. I'm gonna cut it up. So here's the situation, here's the challenge, and here's how we're gonna handle it, okay? Actually, I'm going to shuffle this up here a little bit. There we go. I need a little bit more room. All right, here we go. Let's have a look at the weather. Wow, look at this. 10 of Cups. So I have to tell you, dear Nature Explorer, when I first saw this, I felt a big question. I felt a very big question. Are you aware of how lucky you are? Are you aware of all the love that you have in your life already? How the love flows out of you? How the love flows back to you? How you are you aware of how conscious you are? That sounds weird, you know, but are you aware of, like, my guess is that to some degree you are aware, like with your name Nature Explorer and everything, about the bounty and the love that comes from family, from your loved ones, from you to your loved ones, from your loved ones to you, and how that all translates into such a way that it's almost like what I was trying to describe about my very short life here in New Zealand. My feeling is that you are already kind of in that zone. It's just like you are already living the dream to which Terra Lumination aspires. And basically what I'm saying is I'm extremely jealous of you, Nature Explorer, because my feeling is that you've already got this. You've already got this. So, it's almost like a reminder. To me, it feels like this is a reminder, like, if you don't understand how incredibly fortunate and lucky you are already to have what you have, be how you are and who you are in terms of being loving and being loved, this is just a very gentle reminder. And what I'm feeling here is the intense jealousy. This is very personal for me, okay? Okay, Nature Explorer, I'm taking this very personally. I am extremely envious of this. I'm very jealous of this because this is kind of what I want. This is what I feel I deserve. This is what I need. And I wouldn't feel that if I had it already. Does that make sense? I crave this. I am craving this. I wish to manifest this. It's almost like I would love to know how you do what you do. I would love to know how you found yourself in this kind of situation and this kind of energy where you have an awareness already of being like in that way of life where every day you wake up and you realize you're living inside the energy of love and healing. The healing power of love. It's there, it's with you. You see it in the land, the nature, your people, your relationships, your surroundings. And it would translate as something very simple. What is it that I need to do today to be happy? Okay, I'm still learning. I am still learning, okay, Nature Explorer, and I have a lot to learn. I come from a background of, in some ways, privileges that many people have never tasted and will never have. And the tragic part is that almost all those privileges were destroyed and defiled and putrefied and undermined and dissolved by basically extreme forms of abuse. Okay? And it's very hard to recalibrate. So many people come to this channel for readings who've gone through some horrific forms of abuse, and then they have to find ways to recover. And you can't blame everyone all the time for all the abuse. Eventually, you have to just accept that this is how it is, and then you have to find your own way. So I'm very jealous. I'm just admit it. I'm very, very jealous. Okay. Okay. So let's have a look. Here's the situation. So right now with the Wheel of Fortune here, my feeling is that you're already kind of surfing. You're like one of those natural born surfer types. I'm not talking about actual surfing, but I'm talking about the ability to surf life, because life is a continuous wave motion, the continuous unending sine waves of life, the lunar cycles, the full moon, the new moon, like the full moon, the new moon, full moon, new moon, full moon, new moon, sun up, sun down, sun up, sun down, and every planet doing its thing. And we as human beings have to learn how to navigate in these very, very turbulent waters. One minute it's absolutely beautiful, and in the same minute, that same surf energy, that same coastline, that same environment can kill you if you don't know what you're doing. So my feeling is with the Wheel of Fortune card here, it feels like my job is to let you know, dear Nature Explorer, that the Wheel of Fortune is almost like your friend, where again, I don't want to shove this in your face, but it makes me feel as though you need to be aware how skilled you are already at riding the waves of life, surfing the waves of life. The earth, the air, the fire, water, the planets, the ups and downs, all the tragedies, all the beautiful moments, all of those things add up because they're always happening simultaneously, like waves on the ocean, just constantly crashing in. And my feeling is that my job right now is to be your tarot reader and let you know that the energy of the universe, the fates, the planets, all of it, all the events, all the random stuff that appears to be random is actually working for you, and that you're doing an incredibly good job of handling it already, whether you like it or know it or not. And so again, my feeling is that I'm really jealous. This is personal. I'm taking this very personally, okay? I'm really jealous that you have this, and the situation is like this, and that you are a natural. You're someone that I would call a natural. It's like you don't even have to go to like spiritual training classes. You don't have to go to healing events or anything. You're just in it. You're just one of those people. You're just naturally your own self-healer. You know when to retreat in danger. You know when to get out into the waves and exploit them for your maximum benefit. And then you know when to chill and relax on the gentle waves and just learn and hang out, teach what you know to others, learn what you need to know from others. But when the big waves come in, and they're good for you, you go for it. When the big waves come in and they're bad, you pull out because you know it's stupid and dangerous to ride the big wave that you know you can't ride. Got it? So what's the challenge? With the Empress energy here is that my feeling is that you might have reached a point of maxing out. With the energy of the Empress, it's like this is the energy of manifestation, the energy of like three-dimensional lusciousness, beauty and reality in your life. And then you reach a point, just imagine like Nature Explorer, you're one of those people, you're constantly in the flow. You're constantly, you're right there on the cusp of everything all the time. You've got your act together, whether you know it or like it or not. And Terra Illumination is just happens to be here with you now. And I'm sending a very strong message that you're actually, in your own way, whatever it is that you do, you're really good at who you are and what you do for that certain thing, whatever that is that we're connecting with here on the channel. And yet, because you know what happens when people reach a state of a threshold in evolution, you reach this point where you start to realize, you start to doubt. You start to doubt your abilities to manifest the next stuff. And it's almost like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do now? What is the challenge here? In other words, if you're already happy, if you've already got everything that everyone else would want, if you're already skilled at surfing life, at riding the waves of life, then what else is there? My feeling is that there's something that you still have inside of you that needs to be offered to the planet and shared and manifested and brought forward that you might not have ever considered before. You might have a tremendous gift, Nature Explorer, at being able to, be an example, be an example for others. Like, please tell us, how do you do what you do? Please show us, how do you do what you do? Because I sure as fuck want to know myself. Right now, Nature Explorer, I wish I could be you. I wish I could do what you do. Whatever it is, I don't know you. I don't know who you are, where you came from or anything. But the way I'm reading this, it's just like, whoa, this is so cool. And I understand your challenge is like, well, what do I do now? Well, I'm sort of dealing with the same thing. I wish I knew what the hell to do now, because in some ways I already know. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm having kind of a meltdown here. I already know. I know this. I know this. I have this in my life already. I know this. I have this in my life already. And yet I am so freaking challenged. More than I've ever been challenged before in my own life. to manifest like this. And I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. And so when I see this coming out for you, Nature Explorer, I'm seeing that you, sorry about this, I'm sorry. You might have messages for me that I need to know. So if you've got anything that please don't do it here on the channel. If you feel some kind of weird connection and you understand what I'm talking about here, please go to tarotlumination.com and connect with me directly by email, okay? Because I need to understand this more. How are we going to deal with this? Nature Explorer, you're getting what you deserve, okay? You're basically... Oh man, I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry. Oh, this is really hard for me. This is really hard for me to read this. My feeling is that the way to handle it is understand that this is what you deserve. You deserve whatever happiness that you have in your life. You deserve the recognition for being good at what you do and how you do it and having these natural innate gifts. And like with the Empress here, it's understandable because in your three-dimensional physical body, you might be doubting yourself because you might be one of those people who's already done so much work, so much evolution, and you're here on this life with the rest of us just being another person. And then you get to this point where you start to look around me like, why isn't anyone else happy like me? And that's what I suffer from here. Like, over here at Tarot Illumination, why doesn't anybody else get this? Why are there so few people on this planet who don't understand this? They don't understand how incredibly lucky they are already just to have this life, to have people who love them and people that they love. I think you get it, and I think you're already there. And the thing is, it's like, it's oh my God, this is freaking hard for me. It's like, you deserve this, okay? If you're just very happy being who you are, whatever it is you do, however it is you do it, maybe you just like to go on hikes all day, every day. Maybe you are a trust fund baby and you can just afford to live on like a sort of a very... Or maybe you have a way that you can live a life where you don't really need much in terms of the physical life. And maybe you want a lot, maybe you know that you need a lot in terms of material things, but you're still happy anyway. And you keep going anyway. And living by example, living very much in the present, very much in the now, wherever the fates take you at that very moment in time. And you deserve it. You deserve all the happiness that you have. All I'm suggesting here is that it's very, very important that you recognize and understand how incredibly lucky you are already, okay? So, yeah, what do I do now? Yeah, that's a big problem. That's a very big problem. But you can handle it. There's no doubt you can handle it, okay? Okay. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. All right, so... Wow, that was a really freak reading. I'm sorry. I hope you get something out of this, Nature Explorer. I really do. I don't know how else to tell the story here. It turned into kind of a very... like a miniature short film. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, I gotta break the energy field here right now because we have to keep going on with the rest of the show. Uh, Thank you so much, Nature Explorer. Okay. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit of some more music here. Do 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 I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I gotta tune in to what the angels say. I listen for the good news coming my way. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Do 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 walking in circles, feeding all the birds, climbing up a mountain, looking around, yeah, yeah, smelling all the flowers, staring at the moon. I listen to the waves come crashing down, down, whoa, whoa. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I gotta tune in to what the angels say. I listen for the good news coming my way. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Smelling all the flowers, staring at the moon. Listen to the waves come crashing down, down. Walking in circles, feeding all the birds, climbing up a mountain, looking around, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I gotta tune in to what the angels say. I'm waiting on the good news coming my way. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Do 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 ba do ba do 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 do. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I gotta tune in to what the angels say.
Listen for the good news coming my way. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today.
I guess Tracy heard me. Thank you. I just had to take a pee break. So we don't need this anymore. Thank you very, very much, Tracy. You are going to get 11 light. Yeah. Oh, hold on. So, okay, okay. So I was just checking in with this the chat. I had to go out for a pee break. I just came back, and I see you guys are still there, so that's cool. And Tracy, thank you so much for your very generous super chat. So I'm going to put you over here. You're going to get your reading, alrighty? So let me just check. All right, here we go. Okay, welcome everyone. So I'm gonna go, I want to check in with you personally, Tracy. I want to do this personally. This is personal, okay? Hold on, stay there. Hi Tracy, I see you. Well, sort of. And this is your little miniature post-it note to say yes. Your super chat just arrived. It arrived while I was out on my pee break, and it's here now, and you are next. You are next because we've already read for everybody. We've already done all the readings here tonight that everyone's paid for with the super chats and the group reading and everything. And you came in at the very last moment and you asked for one, and I responded. I said do the super chat, and so here we are. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. Just consider that all of that money, whatever money comes into Terra Illumination, however we can get it, it's all going to go to the Terra Illumination plan. Basically, it's a plan to get a real place. Okay? I don't know how we're going to do it, but that's the plan. Okay? Thank you so much. Thank you, Tracy. We're going to go back to the other stage now and take care of your reading. Okay? Stay there. Don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, let's have a look. Casey, thank you so much. And Sol Bajus, okay. There's a bunch more people who showed up, and I guess some other people had to go home. That's normal. That's perfectly normal for this channel. So let's put you up here. This is your reading, Tracy. So we're going to see what's going to happen. You don't have to say anything or do anything. We're going to go completely blind. All right? There we go. That's for you. And you can't even read this right now. But basically, yeah. This could be you, and it has been you. It's so bright over here because of the way the lighting is with the staging right now. I have to get things to work for both stages simultaneously. So I'm going to put this over here. Okay. All right. Actually, you know what? Stay there, Tracy. Hold on. Ha, you figured it out already. Terra Illumination. We're reaching the end of the show because there's only so much we can do on one show. And it's been a blast. We're already way past the point of no return. And now we're just going until we drop. And Terra Illumination is almost ready to drop. But I feel really good. That last reading with Nature Explorer, oh my God. Sorry, I had to enjoy that little sip of wine. That last reading with Nature Explorer kind of freaked me out, I have to tell you. So many things happen with tarot illumination when we do readings. I'm used to things that happen in the psychic realm in terms of mediumship and stuff, because I come from that background, having worked as a professional in that way. But with the tarot, it's so much more fun because we can do it like this. And we actually have like props. The cards are like props, so it makes it manageable, yes. So with Nature Explorer, I kind of got freaked out. It was just another reading. Just 3 little cards and a weather card. That was it. But that whole thing almost like exploded in front of me, like, oh my God. It's almost like Nature Explorer was there as a mirror for tarot illumination, and I got freaked out by it. I kept thinking, oh my God, there's a message in here for myself personally coming to me from Nature Explorer. Hopefully we're going to figure out what that is at some point in time. In the meantime, it's now about you, Tracy. This one's all about you. As you know, the cards are already well shuffled in advance, and we're going to go to the last second, so you are a witness. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. I'm sorry we didn't do a lucky draw, but I didn't figure... Yeah. Thank you, Nature Explorer. I'm glad you get it. I know you do, in your own way. It's very, very cool. I've never seen your name before. At least I don't recognize it, but I'm very, very happy that you came here tonight and made yourself known, and you did this super chat, and we did our reading and everything. I'm just telling you guys, because Tarot Illumination benefits from you. That's the whole thing about the Tarot Illumination Love Tribe. I really want to take the whole of the environment that we're doing here with Tarot Illumination as like a little, like a channel, like a brand, but I want to make it real. I want to be able to hang out with you guys. I'd love to actually interact with some of you guys face to face. If I was like a trust fund baby, and I could just zoom all over the planet and meet you personally, face to face, and do readings for you personally, I would do that. But I don't have those capacities right now. So my feeling is like, well, let's at least try to create a Tarot Illumination place, an actual place where people can come, you know? It's, you know, we're just turning it around. And there are very well established business models, as they call them, for doing that stuff already. It's really not much different from having a little holiday camp, or a little retreat, or a little vacation home, or a little place, or like a large bed and breakfast, or even a very simple, modest bed and breakfast place. But it has to pay for itself. It has to be a viable thing, so that Tarot Illumination can get up in the morning and do something like make some food, or prepare the campfires, or make sure the little cottages are ready for everybody, or rehearse some of the songs and the music and the dancing that we're going to do in the evening, or pick up the groceries for the day. Just make sure that Tarot Illumination is working properly. You know, it sounds like a fantasy, but it's not. I really believe in this, and I want this to happen. Okay, Tracy, you're up. It's all about you now. Okay, Tracy, here we go. You're very kind, Tracy. Thank you. Here is the cut. Bless every card. Bless you, Tracy. Thank you for choosing Tarot Illumination and investing. I think of it as investing. What you did is an investment. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. And what's the weather like for you? So you've got the Seven of Swords. It's interesting. I think the Seven of Swords turned up in a lot of readings. So, again, like, be careful. Okay, Tracy? Be very, very careful right now. Where it's almost like, please be aware that sometimes I feel this is the energy of black ice. I don't know where in the world you are, Tracy Edwards. You might be in America. Maybe you're in the Midwest or the East. Maybe it's still very cold. Who knows? And maybe there's black ice around you. Who knows? All I'm sensing with this is that your surroundings, your conditions they're very, very delicate, very, very delicate, and it would be very easy for you to, skid out. Like, you know how cars do when they're on black ice? You're just driving along, you think everything's okay. You got your snow tires, you got the ice, the snow, everything's good. And then suddenly you kind of go, whoosh, whoa, whoa, what just happened? So all I'm suggesting is that you might be in an environment or a situation where you have to be extra, extra, extra careful, to the point where it doesn't matter how careful you are still at risk. Okay? So also another one of the things to do when you're in an energy field of having to be very, very careful is that it can be quite demanding on the body, having to be like hyper vigilant, hyper alert, hyper aware, so that you don't come unglued. So in other words, you're just gonna have to do what you have to do, but you're gonna have to be extra careful, extra stealthy, extra thoughtful, extra cautious, extra, let's say, what's the word? I know there's a word for it, but I can't remember what it is right now. But in other words, doing what you have to do to get done what has to be done, even if you might consider it below you, even if you might consider that some of the actions and decisions that you're going to have to make are not the sort of thing that you would normally want to do or have to do, but you have to do them in order to survive. Okay? Also, with this energy here, you have to be aware that you could be very vulnerable to other people's like slipperiness, other people's actions in coming at you. In other words, they might say one thing, but they mean another. They might act in one way, but they're actually doing something else. So be very, very, very careful with your own thoughts, words, and deeds, because they lead to consequences, and be very cautious and observant about everyone else's behavior and actions. Watch, actions speak louder than words, okay, Tracy? Watch for people's actions rather than the words. Like if they say something, oh, sure, I'll take care of that for you, Tracy, no problem. Oh, Tracy, did you know blah, 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 blah? No. Watch for the actions. Watch for the outcomes, the actual events, facts, realities. Okay? Deception is not allowed. Okay? It's not acceptable. What's the situation here? Okay, another Wheel of Fortune in the situation. So, my feeling with this one in this situation is that you might be getting swept along in ways that are actually a little bit uncomfortable for you. Like with this whole Pisces new moon thing, the huge stellium with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Neptune, and Mercury retrograde, that's potentially very slippery, very, very delicate, very, very subtle, where you don't even know you're on black ice. You don't even know how much danger you might be in. And so you're just conducting your life, living your life, and you're thinking, okay, I am just living my life like everyone else. I'm going with the flow like everyone else. And then suddenly, whoop, whoa, what was that? You slip up. You end up tripping up. And then you start to think, like in normal human nature, like, oh, wait a minute. What was that? Did somebody just try and trip me up? Or did I stumble because I'm not as aware as I thought I should be? I'm not as good at surfing the waves of life as I thought I was. This energy looks very prominent because it looks like it wants you, this energy, the fates, the energies of the universe, the energies of the planets, every single planet, every single person around you. My feeling is that you need to understand, Tracy, that they all have energy fields and they all impact you and they impact your life. And the question is, what are you going to do with that? If you have a pre-established, like a predetermined, a pre-existing way of living your life according to what you think of as the fates, like, okay, I go up, I go down, I have my ups and downs, and I deal with it just like everyone else, and then suddenly, whoop, a total wipeout. What's the real message here? The real message here is that there is more to learn, and we have to be very careful so that, like, if this is your life habit, surfing the waves of life, up and down, up and down, up and down, and then you have like a very slippery moment where you skid out. Okay, that's very shocking. That's very much like Uranus in Taurus, a very physical, shocking, unpredictable, confusing physical event. And the point of that thing is it's ultimately about wake up, wake up, wake up. You know, you can't blame the universe for being the universe. There's no point in blaming everyone else for being who they are, just trying to figure out their own lives. You are Tracy. You are living your own life. You have to figure out your own life. And when you come across those moments of black ice with people, slippery situations, and they trip you up and you crash in your own wave, even though you've already got you've got your natural patterns already, that's a huge wake-up call. So what's the challenge? Okay, with the Nine of Swords here, my feeling is that the challenge is that there is a lot of stress. There is a lot of stress, but it's buried or it's being disavowed. It's almost like you're pretending that it's not there. Okay, it's like there. It's like, I'm fine. In other words, it's just like, I'm Tracy. Listen, excuse me, I'm Tracy Edwards. I'm fine. Excuse me, I'm just fine. I've got this. I always got it. I've always had this. I've always got this. That's me. I deal with life. I deal with the ups and downs. I handle it. I handle it. I handle it. And then Tarot Lumination comes up and says, excuse me, Tracy, I'm sorry, but the challenge is that there's an awful lot of stress, anxiety, unresolved, unacknowledged stuff that is actually the cause of this. In other words, when you are carrying huge amounts of stress and you're not acknowledging it and it's buried and it's just sitting there and it's festering, and you're conducting your life as if everything is just fine, and then you have a random moment where you basically skid, where it's like you end up in a roadside ditch, and then you look at yourself, you look at your life, and you look at your world like, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? It's just like what happens when you end up on black ice and you spin out of control. I don't know, maybe not everybody at this channel or this show tonight has ever had to deal with black ice, but it can be very, very weird when you're just tooling around a road and all of a sudden you just spin out for no good reason and you end up, you know, stuck on the side or facing the wrong, whatever it is. It's very weird. And with black ice, your brakes don't work, your throttle doesn't work, your steering doesn't work, nothing works anymore. And the point is that with the Nine of Swords here, you might be vulnerable to that kind of black ice moment here without being aware, because this is so buried. This is a very, all these very, very deeply challenging energies here are in a challenging situation. And the challenging situation about it, the challenge of this is that my feeling is that they're not being acknowledged or understood or recognized. So how do we deal with that? Back to the swords, Ace of Swords. Okay, my feeling is like it's time to take control, Tracy. It's time to take full control of your life. You have the ability to do this. You might have just been avoiding this for a long time for whatever reasons. You might have a whole, like a huge basket full, a whole bucket full, a whole dumpster full, a huge black plastic trash bag full of issues that just freak you out, stress you out, but they're so hard to handle that you just bury them. That is classic Pisces energy multiplied. So my feeling is that it's time to recognize that and understand it and look at your life and look at your world and realize, you know what? I have to deal with this stuff. Not only deal with it, I'm going to go on to major attack mode. In other words, bring it on. Bring it on, bring it on. In other words, it's almost like, you know what? It's almost like Tracy Edwards is saying, TL, this is very weird. This is very, very weird. I can't believe you're saying this reading to me, but actually I kind of understand it, in which case I'm going to take your word for it. In other words, bring it on. Bring it on. Dear, it's almost like, I am Tracy Edwards. I need to know and acknowledge all this stuff finally for what it is. Please expose yourself. All you demons, all you freakish nightmare things, all you stress factors, I am Tracy Edwards. I want my life back. I want to get back to being on the waves, cruising like I do. And it's not going to happen until I deal with this stuff. Reveal yourself. I am Tracy Edwards. I command you. Reveal yourself. Reveal yourself. All these stressors, reveal yourself, because I am going to deal with it. I'm going to deal with it face on, one by one. I, Tracy Edwards, am going to deal with myself and my stressors one by one. I'm going to attack each one of you, and I'm going to identify each one of you. I'm going to call each one of you stressors out, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to demand, and I am going to force you to step out into the light so that I can understand you, so that I am not living at the mercy of this. Okay? Got it, Tracy? Got it? This is awesome. This works for you. Okay? This is your time to take charge, take command, take control, to take full ownership of all the things that you've never or can't or don't want to take ownership now, in terms of identifying and naming all the stressors. And it's basically time to make a list. Make a list of anything and everything that's not working for you, that stresses you out and freaks you out, and then you deal with it one by one. Bam, bam. Okay? So that you don't have to live constantly in the threat of black ice situations. All right? Go Tracy. Go Tracy. Go Tracy. All right? Thank you so much. There's your little reading. Thank you so much, okay? Time for some chocolate. Okay. Amen. Okay, so let's have a look. Lena, you just arrived. Hi, Lena. What's going on? Thank you for showing up. I'm actually basically at the end of the show. I can't handle it anymore. I'm sort of burnt out. It was, I feel like we had some very intense readings here tonight. There were a couple of them, and they really caught me off guard. Thank you, Nature Explorer. Thank you, Tracy Edwards. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, Ich Bin So. Thank you, Love Triber. Thank you for Robin's Realms readings. All of you, I thank you so, so much. Thank you, okay? All right, let's just some chill out, okay? Let's just go over and do some chill out freaking music, all right? Hold on. This one is for Tracy.
System's fighting well. My T cells are fighting well. My T cells are fighting well.
Okay, so I think we're pretty much done with readings, things like that. I just want to hang out with you guys for a while, and then we'll wrap it up. Oh, hold on, I gotta check with the chat. Let me just check with the chat here. Hold on. I want to check in with you guys. Oh, this is Frito-Lay had ice cream for dinner. Yeah. Yeah. Casey and I. Well, I want to do some more, like a group handling thing, like. Okay, so Tracy, I'm glad you get something. You have to reinterpret these readings to suit yourself. And you already know deep down the message. You know it. You just needed someone to tell you who could see through the veil and the confusion and the things that block. It's just better to just come straight into doing what has to be done. Sometimes it's really painful. You hear things that you don't want to hear, but sometimes it's a blessing, okay? So I'd like to I'm just thinking about a song that I can play for you. I'm going to play Taste Your Dreams, okay? I'm playing this mostly because of Nature Explorer. I want what Nature Explorer has got, does, and whatever. And I want to taste my dreams. I want to taste. Terra Lumination wants to taste the dreams of Terra Lumination, okay? So I'm singing, it's almost like I'm singing this song karaoke for myself, okay?
If you wish for a simple miracle, if you taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Yeah. Na da 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 da, na da 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 da. La da 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 da, da 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 da. And if you wish to be in a state of grace, ask for it and it will meet you face to face. And if you wish, if you dare to dream, you will find that it's easier than it seems. Hey, hey, I want you to be oh so happy. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah, I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Yeah. Oh. Da 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 ba da 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 la da 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 la da 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 da. Oh, la da 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 da.
I can't believe we did that. Wow, that was actually kind of fun. Hold on, I gotta go read the chat now. Stay there. Hold on. Oh, okay, let's have a look. Hold on. Yeah, so it was just a little sing-along thing. RL Travels. Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tracy. Hey, Mona. Thank you. Sonia's off for a cup of tea. Walking the dogs. Yay. Hey, Linda. Hi, Fritaly. Hey, Casey. Okay, let's have a little bit of a... just like... I'd like to... I am healing, I am healed. 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 Sing it, la la la, la 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 la. Okay, I'm gonna do this because this is what I'm feeling. I'm actually feeling that I am healed. So I'm singing this. It's almost like for myself, but I want to share it with you, okay? Okay. All right. Okay. I got that out of my system, but it looks like the channel is starting to crash again, okay? Thank you, Linda. I'm glad you understand it. I'm glad you get something out of it. Yvonne says, please include my dog in the group healing. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, Pam Bam, I see you there. I see you. RL Travels, I see you. Sonia P, I see you. Lena, I see you. Yeah. I'm looking really close at the chat right now. It's like right over there, okay? So anyway, we've had a lot of fun tonight. We had a whole bunch of... Okay, I'm going to go back to the other stage a minute. Hold on, stay there. Don't go away. I'll be right. Yeah. Pam Bam, you're working hard today. I'm having a wine and dinner in the oven. Sweet. Very, very nice. Very nice. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the other stage a minute. I've got to clear things out. Stay there. We're going right over. Hang in, okay? Okay, so we're back at the other stage. We're clearing up the show now. We just finished the reading for Tracy. So I'm going to put up all the names of everybody who participated this evening. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you for all the super chats. The super chats are vital. They're absolutely vital for the channel, so I really appreciate every single one that comes in. I'm just clearing the deck for the next reading, which will not be on this show. It'll be for the next client, and that's normal, okay? So there we go. It's just a light shuffle just to clear everything out from the show this evening. And this will now go back into the box until next time. There we go. So that lives here. So I'm going to put up all the names for everybody. Tonight we had Robin's Realms. Thank you for the group reading. Thank you so much. We had Tracy Edwards. Thank you so much. We had Nature Explorer. Thank you so much. I'm really looking to look forward to my messages from you. Yvonne. Yvonne, I know it was a tough reading. Thank you anyway. Okay? Ich bin so, you're going to have to watch yours on the action replay. Okay? No problems. You still get your reading. And finally, Love Triber. Thank you so much. And please make the best of the messages. I know you understand. You're very gifted. You're very gifted, okay? Well done, Love Triber. So that's it, everybody. I'm going to go back to the main stage, to the other stage, and hang out with you guys until we go home. And I feel like just moving around in person. So I'm going to put on some music sounds that I like. Okay? So I'm going to wrap it up, people. I'd like to reach the end of the show, so I'd like to keep going forever. But we're on a clock, all of it. So let me put on my glasses. Let's just check out my final lovelies who are here, all the diehards. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Pam Bam. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Lina. Everybody. Thank you, Nature Explorer. All of you. Thank you so, so much. It's been a real pleasure. We will do this again, okay? We will do this again. The video is going to crash again in just a moment. But we're not going to bother us. We're not